Shalom, coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, and to hopeful elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled, Not Your Woman and Not Your Problem. Okay? It's going to be a quick one, but important one nonetheless. Ecclesiasticus 9 and 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire, right? So that's how easy it is to go off and start having lust for a woman, right? Just by looking at her and staring at her, right? Now the scriptures say not to lust after a woman. So if you look at them, you're not sinning. It's when you stare and you're lusting after them and looking like, oh, she's so nice and blah, 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 blah. And once you start thinking that, then you already sin, because now you're thinking about all these things you want to do with her. And you have no idea if she has a man, right? That's why you just keep your eyes. You have to control yourself, right? Because it's the flesh that wants you to do those things. Sit not at all with another man's wife. So you're not supposed to sit with another man's wife, right? Right? Like at the end of the day, like you sat if it's another man's wife, like that's his woman. Doesn't matter what she's telling you, if she's crying or whatever. That's not your problem. It's not your problem. Who cares? It's not your problem, because you're sinning now. Because now you're sharing emotions. She's in an emotional state, and now you're caring for her. That's not your job, right? That's not your woman. Leave her alone. Just walk away. It's not your fucking problem, right? So you got to be able to control your flesh, because people think it's a good thing. Oh, well, she was crying, I had to console her. No, that's not your problem. Let her man do that, right? And even if her and her man are not together at the moment, it doesn't matter. That's still her man, because we know how it goes, right, with the scriptures, right? So that's not your problem. Stay away from her. It's very simple, right? Because it's just as easy as it is to look at them and go off. It's the same thing as we're sitting down with them, giving them a hug, telling them it's okay. You're not supposed to be doing any of that. That's why Apostle Dahar and the other apostles, the elders, like when even in all the camps, really, when a woman comes around, you ask her, "Do you have a man?" Right? Because you're not supposed to be giving her knowledge and all this stuff, right? Because that's some deep stuff. Just by doing that, you can already plant a seed just like that, right? And if she has a man, you tell her to go bring her man, and then we'll teach the man, right, the information. He go teaches her, right? Because that's not you. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's not your possession, right? So turn away from thine eye from a beautiful woman, or slack. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms. Yeah, you're not supposed to be touching her, and you're not supposed to be doing any of that. And spend not thy money with her at the wine. Not supposed to be drinking with her, not supposed to be doing anything. Lest thine heart, which is thy mind, incline unto her. And so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. So that's how easy it is to go off. Right? That's like my motto. It's like, that's not my woman, that's not my problem. Like, if I have a brother and his woman's whatever, she's crying, I was like, yo, that's not my problem, man. I don't care. I do not care. And why should I care? It's not my woman, right? I'll go tell my brother what's going on. Like, yo, I seen this and this and this. You should do something about that. And that's it. I did my job, right? Whatever happens after that is not on me. I did my job, right? Because you need to be able to control yourself, man. You can't be doing that, because that's wicked. It's wicked. Okay, then you're planting these seeds in this woman, which is not yours. Now she's getting all confused, because now she's thinking about this her man, but then she's thinking about this man too. It's like, oh, then she starts talking about, she starts comparing and all this stuff. You don't want to be doing any of that. Just stay away. Stay away. Ignore her. It's not your woman. It's not your problem. If she has a problem with a brother or whatever, right? You just tell her to go talk to him. Like, this conversation is not about me, so I don't care. You go talk to him. You guys have to go talk about it. I don't want to hear about this, right? And then you go talk to your brother and tell him what's going on. It's like, yo, she said this and this is what's going on. I'm letting you know. That's it. That's it. You don't need to get emotionally involved with them. It's not your fucking woman. Excuse my French, right? So now we're going to go to 1 Corinthians 7:2. Getting a little angry because it's wrong, right? And if you were to do that to the other person, they'll get all mad at you. right? But, I don't know. It is what it is. Everyone has their lots. Everyone has their battles. But one thing is known that, when you deal with a woman, that's your woman, period. So you're not supposed to be dealing with her. You're not supposed to be helping her with anything. You're not supposed to console her with anything. You're not supposed to be talking about your emotions with her. None of that. None of that. None of it. None of it. That's not your problem. You go talk to your brother about it. That's it. You tell him about it. You don't try and fix the situation. It's not your job. That's not your woman. Okay? So you young brothers, right? I'm still young myself, but I'm old at the same time, right? I'm young in the truth. Like, you can't be doing that. Just stay away. Stay away. Okay? It's like someone going, it's like you bought a car, right? It's your car, and you wake up the next morning and someone's washing your car. They're inside your car. They're washing it. They're detailing it. And he's like, yo, I didn't tell you to do any of this. What are you doing? And he's like, well, I'm doing you a favor. It's like, I didn't ask for you to do me a favor. I can do this myself. This is not your problem. Stay away. I don't know you, right? And even if it is someone you do know, you never asked them to do that. You're not supposed to do that. It's invasion of privacy. That's your possession, right? It's a thing called privacy, right? No one's supposed to know your business unless you tell them directly, okay? So 1 Corinthians 7:2, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, right? So have your own woman. If you have your own woman, that's your woman. You deal with her emotions. Then you deal with her problems. She's your problem, period, right? And let every woman have her own husband, right? So, like, you just have to be able to control yourself, man. It's not like, I know it's hard. You're in the flesh, but no, like, these are simple things. These are simple things, right? So last one, we're going to go back to Ecclesiasticus. Going to jump real quick. Slack. I don't like to type it in. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know why. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 41 and 21. And to turn away thy face from thy kinsman, or to take away a portion or a gift, or to gaze upon another man's wife. These are things that are wrong, right? You're not supposed to be doing that, right? And when it says gaze, it doesn't mean you can't look at the person. Like, if you're talking to them, in a conversation, you're going to talk to them, whatever the case may be, if you have to talk to them, right? But you're not supposed to be, like, gazing and lusting after them and you getting emotional. No, you're not supposed to be doing any of that. You're not supposed to be doing any of that, okay? Period. So that's it on that. It was just a quick and short one, but important one, because, like, you can get yourself killed. You never know what spirit the Most High would put on a brother because you're being wicked, especially if you know, and it's just lack of control because you just don't want to control yourself or whatever the case may be. Because if the brother sees that, he might snap on you, and he's in his right to do that, right? So just be careful, Always keep your brothers in the loop of what's going on, if that's the scenario. And, your brothers come first, right? And your woman is your woman. So if that's not your woman, she's not your problem. Anything about her is not your problem. You talk to your brother about it. You don't go to her and try to fix the situation and try to give her your input of what she should do. And no, you're not supposed to do any of that, right? Period. Okay? So I like to close out by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, and the hopeful elect. Pushing his word and truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom and the 2/3 as well. Kwam Yasharallah, Abad, Babal, Shalom.